Have you ever had a day where you did almost nothing, and somehow you still felt exhausted? Not sleepy, exhausted, like your body is heavy and your mind is foggy, even though you didn't run anywhere. And then you start thinking, what's wrong with me? Am I lazy? If you know that feeling, you're not alone. Some days you sleep 8 hours, wake up, and you're already tired. You sit down to work, and your brain refuses. You rest, and it doesn't feel like rest. And the strangest part is the guilt, because when you can't explain your tiredness, you start blaming your character. But here's the truth. You're not tired from doing too much. You're tired from carrying too much inside your head. Rest isn't the absence of activity. Rest is the absence of pressure. And this is what most people miss. Your body can look like it's resting, while your nervous system is still on duty. You can be lying in bed, but internally your brain is scanning, calculating, rehearsing, worrying. So you're not recovering. You're just paused. And a pause system can still burn energy. The first mechanism is mental load, the invisible weight of everything you're keeping track of. Not just tasks you're doing, but tasks you're remembering. Bills, messages you haven't answered, deadlines, family concerns, health worries, future plans, the things you should do, the things you forgot to do, the things you might do wrong. It's like having 30 tabs open in your brain. And even if you're not clicking on them, they're still draining your system. That's why you can feel exhausted without moving, because your mind is running background processes all day. The second mechanism is stress without action. Stress is your body preparing to respond to something. It's energy mobilizing. In a healthy world, that energy gets used. You solve the problem. You move. You finish the conversation. You complete the cycle. But modern stress often has no finish line. The danger isn't a lion. It's an email, a future scenario, a fear, a thought you replay. So your body prepares, but nothing completes. And when stress doesn't complete, your nervous system stays activated in the background. Some people don't rest, they freeze. And freezing is exhausting. The third mechanism is decision fatigue. Most exhaustion isn't dramatic. It's microscopic. 100 tiny decisions every day. Should I respond now? What should I eat? Do I go to the gym? Do I ignore this message? Should I work on this or that? Even doing nothing often means thinking about what you should be doing. And a life full of small choices creates quiet exhaustion. Because your brain treats decision-making like work. It's cognitive labor, even when your body is still. And the fourth mechanism is overstimulation. This connects to what we talked about with social media. When your brain consumes constant novelty, short videos, fast content, endless updates, your reward system adjusts. After high stimulation, normal life feels understimulating. So when you try to focus, your brain feels bored. When you try to rest, your brain feels restless. That restlessness can look like laziness, but it's often a nervous system that's been trained to expect input. So you're not lazy. You're overstimulated and under-recovered. Now here's the deeper layer. The part that makes this exhaustion feel personal. For many people, tiredness isn't just physical, it's emotional. Because resting triggers shame. You sit still, and your mind whispers, you should be doing more. You're falling behind. You're wasting your life. So even when you stop moving, you don't feel safe. And if you don't feel safe, you can't truly rest. That creates a brutal loop. Fatigue leads to guilt. Guilt creates stress. Stress creates more fatigue. You're not tired because you're doing nothing. You're tired because you're never allowed to feel okay doing nothing. So what do you do gently without turning your life into a productivity war? Here's a simple reset. Step 1. Reduce the invisible load. Externalize what's running in your head. Take one page and write down the 10 things you keep rehearsing. Not to solve them right now, just to take them out of storage. Your mind was never meant to be a storage device. It's meant to be a processor. Step 2. Discharge stress through the body. Not a full workout, just completion. 60 seconds of slow breathing. Relax your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. Step outside for light. Walk for 2 minutes. Your nervous system needs completion, not more thinking. And step 3. Practice clean rest. 10 minutes a day with no phone, no content, no stimulation. Just quiet. A cup of tea. A chair. A window. Real rest feels boring at first because your brain is detoxing from constant input. But that boredom is the doorway back to recovery. You're not lazy. You're carrying invisible load. And when you start reducing what's invisible, your energy returns in ways you can actually feel. One more thing. If your tiredness is persistent, intense, or new and unexplained, it's worth talking to a professional. Sometimes the body has its own story too. Tell me in the comments, when do you feel the most tired? Morning, afternoon, or after scrolling? I'll see you in the next one.